Good afternoon, America, and good afternoon, every other country on the planet who are watching my YouTube video. The first thing I'm going to do, of course, is to wish all of you a wonderful, fantastic, healthy, lucky New Year 2020. It is indeed a very, very important year, but nothing like what is coming after 2020. And I'll tell you much more when comes the time. That is, if you can handle the undiluted truth, and you should never expect less than the undiluted truth with Dr. Cherry. Now, I do have a couple of good news for you. The first one is following my last radio show. I did a 2 hours radio show on UFOs, which I strongly recommend all of you to listen. The president of Global Enlightenment Radio Network called me, and he asked me if I wanted to add the Cosmic Code with Dr. Turing, which is a 2 hours long radio show on his network. What a great way to start the new year, my friend. I mean, I didn't expect that. Remember, we are still into the shocking, unusual, explosive, mind-boggling type of window, which also particularly involve technology, UFO, television, earthquakes, the sudden release of energy. Big surprise, that's the keyword. So I had my own surprise. Now, what about you? Are you able to auto-analyze yourself and see if you are actually gathering or having a surprise today? I bet you do. You're listening right here, right now to this new announcement. So this show will be dedicated to the memory of Art Bell. And of course, to my good friend George Norrie and Tom Dunheiser, which are constantly helping me the best way they can, mostly because they know I do have values. And again, I'm not saying this on an egocentric point of view. In fact, I'm going to be on the air tonight for a short time because I already have been on the air on October, not long ago, where I made very, very specific predictions. And I'd like to remind you, because it's important for me that you're aware of this. On the 16th, on October 16th, and it's on Coast to Coast website, and the link is live. You can click it so I can prove you my claims. Dr. Turi also made prediction for this year and the next based on his study of astrology, saying that for the rest of 2019, political events and relationship will go downhill. Well, you can see what happened. I gave the exact dates years ago, the exact months of December, predicting Trump impeachment. He also said that he's expecting a lot of fire and a lot of wildlife to disappear. My friend, this was before the Australia fire that has killed 500 million animals that have perished in this wildfire. Now, the second vision, of course, involved Donald Trump, and each time, if you're a visual, you're going to assimilate my work much easier if you read it. So each time there are quatrains that are associated with those predictions. You will also, in this newsletter, you can see me and George Norrie. I am in contact in the desert last year. Came too late to speak. Maybe I speak this year. I don't know. If I'm qualified, I will speak there. Can't believe that I have to. Anyway, it's a long story. So I was there with George Norrie, and it was an honor for me to wish him a happy birthday. That was last year, okay? And as I mentioned on the video, my friend, it's important to remain modest because, you know, you got to remember, it is because of people that work their butt off. You're talking about Tom, you Lisa, and all the guys that work at Coast to Coast, and George. It's because of those guys that we are who we are today. I started my career in 1995 with my first show on Art Bell. So again, that show is dedicated to him and to my friends. So there's a lot of things that I'm going to do on that show. So it might be a good idea for you to click on the newsletter. The title of this newsletter today is 1120. Okay. Happy New Year, everybody. Coast to Coast 2020 prediction with George Noory. As I said, because I already was in the air and I already made predictions that came to pass, they have decided to have me there, but it's going to be a short time. And I have an absolutely incredible, mind-boggling prediction for you and for your friend and for your family. That's why it's important to share my work. So I made a list of those predictions, and you don't have to be a VIP. It is public. And of course, it involves the church, it involves the Pope, religion, it involves health, it involves legal, the media, communication, transportation, natural disaster, politics, Secret Service. Basically, what I'm preparing you for in 2020 is when the most negative cosmic plutonic wind will come all in force in 2022. And that's when the reptilians are going to create a carnage on Earth. So providing you are aware in cosmic conscious, you can add your thought process and work with the Draconis. Remember, the future is nothing else than the reincarnations of your thought. So keeping your thought positive and using the same psychical tools or weaponry that the reptilians uses, we can beat those nasty entities and get their bat out our solar system. The point is I'm well ahead of time, well ahead of science, psychiatry, psychology, neuroscience. Am I on all right? Am I on all right? I am a scientist, a different scientist, and I use a software to translate the cosmic will or God cosmic design. But I'm way ahead of time as far as giving you an answer to why people are going crazy, to why kids do what they do, to why infected people will not hesitate to get a machine gun and go into a church or a synagogue and kill everybody. And then you could be next on the list. So it is important for you not only to pay serious attention to what I'm saying, because I'm ahead of time. I can delegate the archetypal realm, supracosmic consciousness. This is my curse. This is the legacy of 5 solid fifth kind close encounter that I had. And at 70 years old, believe me, my friend, I got better thing to do to make up story to boost my ego. You need to pay attention because Dr. Theory is real. Very real, and time has and will always be my utmost faithful witness. So be aware. So go and read all those predictions that I made. I will not be able to do it tonight on Coast to Coast, and please be part of the solution. Help me to reach other people and to pass on those information. Put them on, put the link, copy the link and say a couple words. Hey, Dr. Theory's prediction for 2020, put it on your Facebook page. I was lucky enough to go back on Facebook by miracle, thanks to some really powerful friends that I have that are master in technology and work with the government, okay? So I was able to go back there. We did what we had to do. And in less than what, 3 weeks now, I got over 3,000 people that signed up. So everybody knows I'm back. Most of all, take the time to click on my YouTube channel, because even though that I'm going to be on the radio every Saturday for 2 hours, all the details, where to go, what to do, the time zone, etc., is on that newsletter. So just make sure to join my YouTube channel, because I will keep doing some of those YouTube videos, because we're getting by 50 to 60 people that sign up every month. So the numbers are growing. the Draconis, which are feeding humanity with the forces of light, the forces of the sun, gold, love. Those entities are working through you and through me to promote love, happiness, respect, education, cosmic consciousness. So these are the good extraterrestrial. You don't want to give in to the reptilians who can only survive like fleas on a dog with your fears, with chaos, with insecurity, with negativity. You know, comes down again to those who are new on my channel. It's all about positive, negative, up and down, black and white, the front, the back, God, devil, the yin and yang. You have two eyes, two arms, two legs, two sides of the brain. You know, you have one side which is reptilians, negative, and one side which is Draconis, positive. You're a walking battery. You need to be aware, and then by gathering enough cosmic consciousness, you understand a little bit more than what science or religion wants you to believe, and then you can apply your will, which is the part of God in you, which is much stronger than those entities and even the most negative stars you may have inherited to burn some karma during the course of this reincarnation, my friends. So there are a lot of things that we are going to discuss. Okay. Now, one of the reasons, again, why I'm invited again tonight for a short time is because I had to make them aware that some of my very, very powerful predictions already took place well before the fire in Australia. And nowadays, there's so many prophet wannabes, so many psychic mediums. The point is, why don't they put the green where their mouth is like me and give very specific data, very specific predictions? That's what you have in this newsletter for you. So go to drthierry.com or tell your friend, go to drthierry.com and click on the 2020 universal prediction that I have for you. Now, these are universal. They are for the masses. Now, if you want me to delegate with you on a personal level, then you have to invest in the personal 2020 Nostradamus predictions. It is available. It's in the newsletter. Locate your sun sign, click in it, and let me tell you everything on a universal level and on a personal level, how those long-lasting planets, Saturn, Pluto, Uranus, Venus, Mars, are going to affect you in 2020, especially the location of your natal hidden dragon. In fact, there is more power in your dragon alone than the entire complexity of your chart. And I wrote a 600-page book called The Power of the Dragon that can explain how important it is and why Hitler did what he did, why famous or infamous people did what they did. It's all written in light, my friend. And that's where I am in that new Cosmic Code Dr. Thierry radio show that I'm going to do for you. I'm going to elaborate. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to be doing some reading. I'm going to boost your spirit. I'm going to help you to regenerate so that you would understand that by listening and by building you on a psychical awareness, you're on a cosmic consciousness, you're going to be able to be fed by the Draconis, and you're going to be part of the solution by battling and beating those nasty reptilians through their own psychical weaponry. It's all up here, my friend. It's all up here inside. So if you want to have a revolution as far as the UFOs world is concerned, well, you already have it in you, okay? They don't care about the government. They do not care about politicians, their position, their education, member of the army and the navy. Those extraterrestrials do not care, and your government knows zilch about them, and they are not secret base. And if they are doing reverse engineering, it is obviously with some of the flying saucers that crashed that were operated by the reptilians, by the gray, which are dignified robots. So there's so much more you gotta hear in the radio show, and especially in my UFO conference slideshow, my friends. Okay, and I'm going to challenge you to the extreme, because what you have been hearing, what you've been indoctrinated and accepted as a reality in the ufology world may not be as is, and that's why I'm here to put everything upside down and challenge your brain to the extreme. And the good news is that I have the proof of my UFO contacts, the universal, the legacy that I got from those encounters is inarguable, but you need to pay attention. You need to put you need to put your critical thinking at work, okay? And then most of all, investigate. All right, so hey, we just started a year. A few weeks ago, I made a couple predictions, and here they are, right in your face. Now, if you're, of course, a coast-to-coast subscriber, chances are you heard the rest of the show, where I talk definitely about the legacy of President Trump, born with a dragon's tail in Sagittarius, that will curse the world literally with all forms of fear, and that's why you have an explosion of terrible, terrible news that are taking place out there with racism, religion. You know, when you elect a president that has a negative stars, you or we, the people, have to suffer the idiosyncrasy of the most powerful person you put in power. It's like your dad, for God's sake. If your dad is a religious fanatic, a Mormon or a witness of Jehovah, or wants to follow Reverend Jones in the middle of the oceans, and the next thing you know, you're going to end up being poisoned because you are led by somebody which is not mature. Your dad is not mature, and is going to lead you, indoctrinate you, and make you follow people that are reptilians infected. Okay, and that's why, again, all the reptilians have created all religion to put people like Reverend Jones or David Koresh in power. But it doesn't stop with those two religious fanatics, idiots, okay, or ISIS. He goes with every single member of the government that have been put in power by those entities. You have so much to digest, and I'm going to challenge you to the max, my friend. And all along, you're going to undertake a journey with me that I'm going to stay with you for the rest of your life. So here we are. You have the good news. You heard me. Now go and read the newsletter, please. You like me? Click, hey, Dr. Thury, we like you. Okay, sign up to my YouTube channel, talk about it, promote my work, help me be part of the solution. And may God bless all of you. And believe me, regardless how disastrous those predictions that I have for you are, remember, you do not have to be a victim or be part of the statistics. All you got to do is to pay attention on my SOS to the World Deadly Window, and for more security, to gather your own positive cosmic biorhythm. Because remember, there are no accidents, only cosmic circumstances at work and entities out there that science and religion have not yet been able to detect or to assimilate and to accept. And that's where I am, being in the future and serving you. Lastly, remember, God created the stars and the heavens for the sake of beauty. Yeah? No, God created the stars in the heaven for more than the sake of beauty. He put them there for us, for interpretations, so that we may lead a safer, more productive life. And it is exactly what I intend to do on my upcoming radio show on Saturday, January the 10th, that will start during a new beginning, new ending. Right, the next upcoming window is all about death, drama, FBI, CIA, terrorism. A crazy lunatic guy may decide to go and kill everybody. So the shocking window is now fading away, and we are moving into the red carpet of the reptilians. So be careful what you say, what you do, where you go, and be ready for some serious, dramatic news and a lot of wake-up calls out there for a lot of people. All right, my friend, one more time, God bless all of you. Make it a fantastic 2,000 years, because you know what? It's my resolution, and I will. Bye-bye.